Hey drummers, what's going on? Welcome back to Drummer's Paradise. Today, T, we got an exciting day again, eh?
I'm really excited for this episode, eh?
Dale Anne Brendon, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us today on Drummer's Paradise.
Thanks for having me.
Amazing. You guys might know her from the She-Wolves and drumming with Randy Bachman even. Oh yeah, perfect. We're going to jump to a clip of you killing it on the kit and we'll be right back.
Right on.
Awesome. Be right
Let's
back.
check it out.
T, baby.
That was great.
Wow, Dale Anne, that was awesome.
What can I say?
Incredible playing.
Yes, great playthrough. That was awesome. Good stuff. Why don't we jump into getting to know you and how you got into drums and what drives your passion for playing?
Well, I started when I was 12 years old, and unfortunately, I think my big influence was Peter Criss with Kiss.
Okay, yes. The aha moment.
Yeah. So I started playing when I was 12 and joined the concert band in high school, and kind of went the classical route. I went to Western and got my degree in music.
Oh, beautiful.
And played with Orchestra London professionally for 20 or 30 years, actually.
Oh, wow.
So my career was always divided in two, where I was playing half orchestral and half drum kit.
Okay.
And then eventually the two things kind of I just became a drummer.
I see.
Yeah, it was kind of easier.
It all came into place.
Yeah.
Cool.
Easier to focus on one thing.
Neat. So you were educated in percussion, or was it like music theory that you went to school for?
It was everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So obviously heavy on the percussion, but I also did learn how to kind of play piano, but also all the theory and the music history from Gregorian chant to Stravinsky.
That's amazing.
There you go.
Impressive. Yeah. Very impressive.
Yeah, it's great that you have a deep educational background, especially when it comes to percussion and drums.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
for sure.
Because like everybody knows, a lot of those courses, right, when it comes to the theory, it's very disciplined and
right.
You know, attention detail on the instrument.
Yeah, and that having been said, my theory teacher, who I love, but he said I was the worst theory student he ever had. I tried.
You tried your best. That's what matters most.
I got something out of it.
100%. That's cool.
So Dale, while we're discussing drums here, what are you currently playing right now? What kind of drum kit are you playing? What kind of cymbals you got? Snare drum? All your whole breakdown, all your gear.
Okay. I play Yamaha Recording Custom, and I have since 1998, I think.
Nice.
I have a 20th anniversary kit, which is amazing. I'm an endorser of Yamaha.
Yes.
Okay.
I endorse ProMark drumsticks, and I endorse Sabian cymbals.
Nice.
So most of my Sabians are like the AA, just old school.
Yeah.
Old school. Although I really love the Evolution series.
Right.
And the HHX. Yeah.
I really like HHX as well.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
What do you generally play on top? Like, is it 16, 18, 17, 18?
I mean, with the evolutions on the HHX, they tend to get bigger and bigger and thinner. So
Yes.
18, 20, that kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah. If I'm playing AAs, then they're just 16s and 18s.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. What kind of snare drum do you have?
Well, this little puppy right
you
here.
brought a little,
Yeah, I brought-
treat into the
present for us to
studio.
go over.
So it's a Yamaha Roy Haynes model.
Oh, wow.
And it's copper. And I got this in 2013, which was a pivotal year for me. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. And I was telling Tyler, this drum has the original bottom head, May 2011. I've never changed it.
No.
I've never had to tune this drum.
Oh, wow.
I've never had to do anything. It sits there. It sounds great.
Maintenance free.
It's just, what's that?
Maintenance free.
Maintenance free. I know. It's just so beautiful and works all the time. So if you ever manage to get your hands on one of those,
Oh, yeah, we'll check it out for sure.
They don't come any better than that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful drum.
It is,
you.
eh?
Yeah.
It is too. Amazing. So how did you become a working drummer, and name some acts you've played with and how that happened?
Well, I was talking about the snare drum and the 2011, 2013 being a pivotal year in my career.
Okay. What is that?
So I did a gig with a local country artist named Shelley Raston. This was in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
And she was songwriting with Randy Bachman at that time.
Oh, wow.
So Randy Bachman was playing for the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in London.
Okay.
And Shelley and I were doing a gig in London. So Randy shows up and we played Taking Care of Business. So that was awesome.
That's super
And
fun.
this is going back. And then he says to me after, we just jammed the one song, and he says, I promise you one day we'll work together. And I'm like,
wow.
amazing. 10 years goes by.
Oh,
Haven't
wow.
heard from Randy. Every now and again I'll write him and say,
Check in.
I don't know if you remember me. But and he always said, of course I remember you, but one day we'll work together. So then in 2013, I was doing a show called Tommy at the Stratford Festival.
Oh, fun.
And so written by Pete Townsend.
Right.
Pete Townsend's there during rehearsals.
Oh, boy. No pressure.
No pressure. Well, I know. And it was funny because they're dance rehearsals initially, and I'm the little drum kit in the corner, and I'm playing with like stushes, and not doing the Keith Moon thing at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Pete Townsend's there, and I kind of talked to him, but just absolutely starstruck. I was like, and then for opening night of Tommy, Randy's in the audience, and he's sitting with Pete Townsend in the audience. And Randy remembers me, sees my name in the program, goes, oh, is that Dale Anne Brendon there? And Pete Townsend goes, whatever. So Randy comes backstage, checks out my drumming thing, and he says, okay, I've got a project for you. So then he sets up this 2014, he wants to do an album. Kevin Shirley is this very famous producer, which he's done the Led Zeppelin remixes and recorded Rush and Black Sabbath and all these people, very famous. He says, I got 5 days to do this album with Bachman. So this is the CD, Bachman, Heavy Blues.
Oh, wow.
And so
Thank you.
So we recorded this album in 5 days. Kevin Shirley takes the album back to LA, where he lives, like Julia Roberts is his neighbor.
Okay.
And he puts his friends on it. So Peter Frampton is on the track.
Look at this.
And who else is on there? I'll have to look at it.
It's loaded.
Peter Frampton. Okay, so I'll get back to that. Joe Bonamassa. So Kevin Shirley is the promoter of Joe Bonamassa. Neil Young is his neighbor. Robert Randolph, and then posthumously Jeff Healey. They took a track of his and laid it into this album. So all of a sudden, I'm on an album not only with Randy, but with Peter Frampton.
That is pretty special. Exciting.
So if someone had told me when I was a kid, starting out, 12 years old, that I would ever be working with Randy, who, if you were from my era, that's all the radio stations played was Guess Who and Bachman Turner Overdrive. And then
PTO.
Peter Frampton came along with that huge album, Frampton Comes Alive. And all of a sudden I'm there's
You
know,
were
so
playing on there, yes.
dream completed. Yeah,
100%. Mission
Yeah.
complete.
It's full circle.
yeah,
Full circle.
yeah. It was pretty cool. And then
I love
so
those stories. It's the best.
thanks.
Yeah,
And then the following year we toured North America.
oh wow,
So
fun.
yeah,
And how many dates was that? Roughly.
it ended up to be 20 or so.
Okay,
but we
so
did all
yeah.
the big like New York and L.A. and Southern California and
Right.
and Miami and then across Canada.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What would be a highlight from that tour for you?
Yeah, or a funny tour story or something.
Oh, the highlight was we played in Cleveland in the stadium where the Cavaliers play, the arena. And that was the biggest audience I'd ever played for. And I was just so scared. And we were on this bill with like Smokey Robinson and people like, 5 people from that era. And I looked out and there's this sea of people and then the Jumbotron and I couldn't look. If I see my face on that, I'm just going to melt.
Smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. So we just did one show in a stadium like that or an arena like that. But that was a
great
first.
experience.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
What's up, guys? We just want to take a minute to shout out Yamaha for sending us the Yamaha EAD10. This is a very versatile tool.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Incredible what this unit does. Highly suggest you check out Yamaha. Look into the EAD10. You would definitely want this on your kit if you're looking to do video work.
You want to do YouTube videos, this thing is amazing. You can mic your kit with this. If you want to just practice with headphones on and listen to, different sounds, it's amazing. It picks up everything with one microphone that mounts to your bass drum. I can't believe it sounds so good.
So good.
With such a minimalist kind of
in a
vibe
very
to it.
easy setup.
Yeah, so easy. So I highly suggest you check it out if you're a drummer and you're looking to do content online or just want to record yourself or listen back and stuff. It's really, really, really cool and super affordable. So we highly suggest you check it out. And anything Yamaha drums, it's really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. I used to play Yamaha kit. I really enjoyed it. So I highly suggest it.
And thank you, Yamaha, again, for the support, the
Yes,
Drummers
the love.
Paradise podcast, and everybody, go check out Yamaha and the EAD10 today.
Yes. And we'll get back to the episode. And thank you again for all your support. Take care, guys.
Have fun.
So how old were you when you got into working as a drummer? Was it in your early 20s, 30s? Doesn't have to be exact. But
Well, I was really lucky when I sort of got into everything a little bit young.
Okay.
So when I was 17, I was at Western at university just because I have a birthday in November. So I was technically 17 when I started. And when I was 17, I auditioned for Orchestra London and started.
Wow.
And I was way too green, had no idea what I was doing.
Flippity
But they
flop.
hired me anyway, so.
You got the
You
gig.
got the gig.
So, well, yeah, with some of my other colleagues as well. But yeah, so I was 17 and trying to learn the ropes of the symphony orchestra, which was
Good on you.
Yeah,
Wow.
thanks.
Yeah, worked well under pressure.
Yeah,
Apparently.
there was a lot of pressure, and so then I was at Western for 3 or 4 years and took a year off to go to Humber and actually study drum kit a little bit more focused. And it wasn't until after I finished university that I really got into playing drum kit. And then I just started freelancing. At that time in London, there was a lot of big bands, so I played some jazz and big band stuff.
Okay.
And then.
It's fun stuff.
Yeah, eventually got into playing blues, I guess. And then blues in London became it was just on a real recurrence wave. And so there were 3 or 4 blues bars in London that were going 6 nights a week.
Wow,
so
just rotates.
Yeah, there was always
That's
people to
super
play
fun.
with. And
Cool.
yeah.
That's nice. So that's your kind of forte, you would say? Blues, rock and roll?
Yeah, I mean, I think if I had to say I was one thing, I would be a classic rock drummer, but the blues has been very good for me, and
it's fun to play. The swing's great,
Yeah.
It's good.
So that's what this CD here, the She-Wolves of London, was live in London that we recorded just last year, and the She-Wolves are women my age and older. Cheryl Lescombe is a sort of classic rock blues legend. She's in her 70s, Chucky's era. And so, yeah, it's a blues band of mature women.
Beautiful.
And
It's the best.
Yeah,
It's the best.
we did all the blues festivals around, like Orangeville has a great blues festival, and we did Grand Bend and Bayfield and all these, Collingwood and all these great Lake Huron venues.
Cool.
But yeah,
Nice.
fun.
Oh, it could only be a good time, right?
It's great.
It's
yeah,
gotta be
really.
great.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to be in an all-female band because it's so different vibe.
Yeah, it's hard to get that, you know what I mean?
It
You
is,
know?
yeah. Yeah.
So to have that common interest and still play an instrument, because I mean,
Yeah.
it is a male-dominant kind of
Yeah.
hobby, we'll call it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So when
yeah.
you find 4 or 5 women that share that same passion for that same style,
Yeah.
it's a lot more rare than
It
finding
is
the men who do
rare.
it, right? So
And
kudos to that, and
Yeah.
we love having females on the show because it is a male-saturated instrument, and I just want to try to bring more females like you to the limelight.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, it's important. Everybody
Yeah.
needs to know, right?
And
Right.
there's
There's so much talent, so much talent.
Amazing.
As you guys already
Female
saw.
drummers that just
There you
like you watch it, you'll be there and you'll just scroll. And,
Oh,
and,
yeah, yeah.
You'll see drummers come on, and you're just like,
Just incredible.
wow.
Well,
you know?
that's
Incredible.
funny. When I was at Humber College, I was enough of a novelty, I guess, that people would walk by the practice rooms and look in, and people would go, "What?"
Right? She's playing that.
It was a while ago when female drummers were very rare. So, yeah,
Well, I like it. That's amazing.
Well, Dale, you said you're a fan of the classic rock.
Yeah.
There, growing up.
yeah.
Who are some of your great classic rock drummers that inspire you?
Oh, great question.
Yeah, isn't it? There you go.
I mean, so I did the show Tommy in 2013. I did a deep dive into Keith Moon.
Okay.
Drummers, obviously, the John Bonham thing as well.
Yeah.
And then just a little bit past classic rock would be Stuart Copeland, you know, and Neil
Special place
Peart.
in
Now those are different genres a little bit. And Manu Katché from Peter Gabriel and stuff like that. Those are big influences on me because, and Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews.
Band, isn't he?
I just feel
Great
like
job.
those drummers all offer something that's so different, and so they stretch out so much.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, with that being said, what are 3 of the top rudiments you think every drummer should have in their back pocket to create a good foundation?
Oh, okay. So paradiddles, but not just straight paradiddles, but backwards and inverted and all that stuff, and double paradiddles and triple paradiddles. And so I have a YouTube channel that I've launched, and
We're going to put a link in
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
description
put a-
below. Okay.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
definitely
Yeah,
flash
for
that
sure.
for everybody.
So the way that my practicing has evolved is that I like to do a rudiment and combine it with another rudiment, and then combine it with a rock beat. So the videos that I'm putting up on YouTube right now, it's just kind of a fledgling channel, are shorts. And they're just 45 seconds, but play a rock beat. Sometimes the rock beat will be like the King Kong sticking or the double paradiddle sticking, and then so that way you're working your hands. The fill can be just on the snare drum. So your question is about 3 rudiments, but
They're all variations of the paradiddle.
paradiddle, yeah. But also, I think one of my favorite ones is the 6-stroke roll.
See, we're on the same page here.
And all the stuff you can do with that, and the
Right.
double kick, 6-stroke, and then flams, good old flams.
Good old flams. A lot of flams have been mentioned, that's for sure. That's good. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
What kind of education could you give a young, inspiring drummer who might be struggling right now?
Some advice.
And just, some advice that you would give someone that's thinking about giving up playing or just frustrated in the current state of where they're at in their adventure. You know, what's some of your tips you would give people?
I mean, I have a lot of ideas, and one would be one thing that kept me playing was if I could practice something simple that I already know how to play, but use that practice time to let my mind go and feel free that way. So it's an enjoyable experience. It's not always destination-oriented practicing.
Right.
Something where you can just do the mundane practicing, your hands are going, and your mind can be free. So I like that idea. My other idea is to try and play the drums for 5 minutes a day. I tell my students this. Just go and hit them for 5 minutes, and hopefully it's enjoyable enough that 5 minutes turns into an hour.
Yes.
And then I think YouTube videos are amazing. Like the amount of inspiration that's there, or Instagram or whatever. But when I scroll through Instagram, I just go, there's so many great drummers, and you don't want to get disappointed because you're not there yet. You just want to, you just want to take what you can. Like if you go, oh, that guy's got great single stroke rolls, or I like what he does on the hi hat or something. Try to mimic it without feeling bad, like, oh, I can't do that. But grab the inspiration from it.
And with time and practice, you will get there, right? It's practice.
Yeah. And I find it's just a magical time right now where there's so many great drummers putting their stuff out there where you can see just drumming.
Yes.
Which I can't remember that happening before.
Right. Growing up, no, you had to go get lessons from somebody. You couldn't go to YouTube. You didn't have Drumeo.
You had to get the Modern Drummer magazine.
Oh my gosh,
Come up, right?
Yeah. And I think the other thing is that can be really special to a drummer is if you can hook up with a teacher who inspires you. I mean, I can certainly name 2 or 3 people off the top of my head where I wouldn't be sitting here if it weren't for the inspiration that they gave me and wanted to do well to please them, you know?
Gave you the passion to move forward with
Cool.
That's amazing.
Inspiration. That's super cool. So why don't we talk about what you got coming up and what that looks like?
So, a lot of varied things. The next 2 things I have coming up next month are I'm doing a production of Come From Away at the Grand Theatre in London.
Nice.
And that'll be about a 5 or 6 week run.
Okay.
And in the past, I was a sub for Come From Away when they had it at the Mirvish Theatre in Toronto. So I know the show already.
Okay.
But this will be a different production, so that'll be fun. And it's a great, great show. And then I have a show with Tunes and Classics, which is a group that does classic rock shows with symphony orchestra.
Okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we're doing Woodstock, the music of Woodstock. That'll be really, really fun because, that's a drummer's extravaganza.
Extravaganza, good way.
Yeah. And then I have, as a total departure, a musical that I'm writing, and I've written about 90% of the musical, and I'm starting to record those demos to put on an album, and then like Tommy did. So you write the album first and then the musical second.
Comes after it, yes.
Yeah. So the musical is called Forces.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Forces.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get more of that when it's available.
Yeah.
More information.
It's kind of a Romeo and Juliet tragedy story, and it's world music influenced.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have anything you can share with us today?
I do have a track that I can play for you.
All right, well, let's check that out and we'll be right back.
Yeah,
All
sounds
right,
good.
Perfect. We'll be right back, everybody. I'm excited for this.
He's gone and I'm here and I'm left to carry on. He made the sacrifice and I'm left to pay the price. Why do we fight?
That was great,
Dale,
Adam.
wow. AT.
Hey?
Dale, good job.
Good job on that.
Wow, and you
Well done.
wrote everything, the entire arrangement.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, thank you.
amazing. You're welcome.
That's crazy. I'm so excited for you though this year, Adam.
yeah, a lot
Dale,
coming up.
it sounds
Appreciate
like you're gonna have such an exciting year
Yeah.
of like fun projects and stuff that you're involved in, right? Especially doing like that theater stuff. Like,
Yeah.
how cool would that be?
That is super cool. So yeah, Stratford for a while too. How long have you been playing Stratford festivals?
I've been playing Stratford for many years, and every year is different. So this year my gig is I play fanfares
Okay.
for the dramas, and the dramas that I'm involved in are The Tempest and Waiting for Godot.
Okay.
And so we go out with 4 trumpets, the big long trumpets with the flags on them,
Yes,
and a
yeah.
marching drum.
Okay.
And I play the marching drum. So we
Nice.
go out and announce the beginning of the play.
Yeah.
And then the play begins, and then we go out. And this is like I say, go out. We go right onto the grounds and announce to the community,
Yeah.
because it's loud,
Yes.
that the play is going to start. And then at intermission again, we play, and beckoning the audience to come back in.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
So yeah, Stratford is a great town, great artistic place,
is, yeah.
and
It's been there for a while.
the work
Good vibe.
the work
Right.
that they do is great, and there's always a couple musicals going on. So
Nice. And the chocolate's really good too.
and the chocolate
Yeah,
is Rayo Thompson chocolate.
Yeah,
Thanks for that again.
Thanks for bringing that in. That was a
Mint
nice little
smoothie.
treat.
It was a nice little treat for sure. Good stuff. Well, guys,
Guys, remember, Drummers Paradise Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, click that notification bell, as well as on our Instagram at Drummers Paradise Podcast and Facebook,
Hit us
Drummers
up.
Paradise Podcast. Hit
that's
us
right.
up.
Check out Dale Anne Brendon and all the fun, exciting things she has coming up. All her contact and everything will be in the description below.
Nice.
Social media, all that fun stuff. Don't miss it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think, please. And keep an eye out for the giveaways.
The giveaways.
The
We got
giveaways.
lots
Each week
of
we've got our giveaways. See what's coming up this week. Don't forget. Until next time.
You gotta ask.
What?
Dale, what's the last song you air drummed to?
Oh, yeah.
What's the last song I heard? Tom Sawyer.
So good. Good answer.
There it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you
again.
so much for coming up and
in.
visiting us. We really appreciate it playing. It was so much
Thank you.
fun hanging out.
Thanks for having me. And
welcome.
Drummers Paradise is amazing, the work that these 2 guys are doing. So thanks again for having me.
Thank
Thank
you. No
you.
problem. We'll hang out again soon, okay?
All right, sounds like a plan.
Perfect. Thanks. And everybody, again, subscribe, keep grooving,
Have fun
and we'll see you
in paradise.
later.
Giveaways coming.
I